Hey guys, and welcome back on my YouTube channel. I had an amazing weekend and it's time to come back. But yeah, as you saw the title, we're gonna talk about the situation and basically a feedback from my end about the RTA. As you can see here, yeah, I played 170 games, yeah, whatever. So yeah, I played 170 games and then I stopped to try hard, like, let's say. I think my max was like top 6 or 7 at one point and then I stopped. But as you can see, some of the peoples are try harding, I don't know, to get, what do he gonna get? Yeah, 300 diamonds. I mean, if you want that, anyway. So let's start like that. I'm gonna discuss 3 topics. So this video will be divided in 3 parts. And obviously I will add the schedule and everything to the video so you can skip whatever you want. First of all, we have to consider that this RTA is a beta. We don't know if it's gonna be the same when it actually comes out. We don't know when it's gonna comes out for good. But from what I understood, in 3 days the RTA will be closed and then we're gonna have to wait for the official release. Personally, I still don't know when it's gonna be, but I hope we won't have to wait long for it. Now, the 3 topics we're gonna discuss is, first of all, what's the situation and how I feel about the RTA right now. Second of all, we're gonna discuss about stall teams, because I know a lot of people are unhappy about those, but we're gonna discuss it. And number 3, I'm gonna discuss about the future of the RTA and how I see what's the problems, what they need to fix, etc. But yeah, okay. So first of all, RTA right now, how it stands. We all wanted RTA, we all hoped for RTA, and we all asked for RTA. RTA was basically what everyone was waiting for, because, well, we were farming, but we didn't really have a goal, and like it was like farming for nothing at one point. When RTA came out, everyone who farmed, we were all happy. We have plenty of heroes ready, the gear was ready, and it was time to play. Now, the problem with the RTA right now, and my feedback after 170 games, reaching top 5, whatever, I regret very badly that I farmed and went all into RTA at the very beginning. Now, why? Well, because first of all, right now there's no real goal to go for top 1. Well, yes, you're gonna be top 1 on the rank, but again, you're gonna win 300 diamonds. And the problem is, once you're top rank, top 10, like, if let's say I would be right now top 1, I can only probably play against the top 10, top 20 max. I don't even know if with 2,700 points can I even be matched against those lower guys. And that's the problem. Once you hit a specific stage, rank, whatever, let's say top 10, top 20, you're just fighting over and over against the same guys. Like, the problem is, you can't test anything. Like, yesterday I was trying to test some Rebel sets teams, having fun, see if it works. But the problem is, I go against one guy, he's not prepared for it, so it kind of works, I can test it out. But then I have 5 similar fights after that against him, and he's just banning my champions, picking my champions, and there's just no point of me testing shit, because I can't test the same shit against the same player over and over, because it's just impossible. And that's my first problem with the RTA right now. It's the matching system. Like, if I want to play against different people and a lot of people, I literally can't win, because when you win, you earn 18 points, and when you lose 9 points, at least in gold. I don't know if it's the same when you get higher. And if I start to win and win and win, I'm gonna get a higher and higher rank. I will start to be matched against the same players all the time, and it's just not fun, because the problem is, they know what I play. If I'm testing something particular during a day, they will just know what I'm testing and try to counter pick me, pick my heroes, and there it just becomes boring and impossible for me to test what I want to do. When I tested the tank team with Jonathan Lodrick, it was still okay. I had decent amount of different people, but right now it's just impossible for me, and that's what I'm really not enjoying about the RTA. The matching system has to change, or something has to improve, because me having fights, like, if we check my battle history, so we have Black Dragon, Black Dragon, Black Dragon, Daikyo, Daikyo, some new guys from there, Tarion, then Chinese, Jif. Like I'm 100% sure there's like more than at least 1,000 people playing RTA and tagging into RTA, but based on your rank, there's like, I don't know, 20 people max you're gonna go against, specifically if you are in those high elos, and this is really just not fun. Me personally, I'm playing RTA just to have fun. At this stage, especially in the beta stage, I don't care about winning, and right now, if I don't go in and I don't pre-ban the champions I know they're gonna play, or I gonna like focus on a team I'm testing, it's just painful. So that's my first big number one problem with the RTA. So yeah, I love RTA. Don't take me wrong. I'm just giving the minuses and pluses that I noticed or felt during RTA and the beta testing, and the matchmaking is just awful. I don't know if it's because there's not enough of people playing or people are not trying harding to get to that top, or is it meant to be like that? I don't know if in Summoner's War it's the same. Let's say like once you try to reach G1, G2 or whatever, are you always against the same people? But right now in Awaken Kyocera, it's painful. However, RTA on its own is amazing. It's just so fun. Like, you need to think about the draft, you need to ban heroes, you need to pick heroes to counter his heroes, but then he will talk something else to counter you. Overall, amazing. You can think that something is, gonna counter to you, but he has a different gear, like you hoped for Avarice, but he has a Rebel set, and then you get stunned from nowhere, and he destroys your plan. Like, overall, RTA, amazing. I mean, we know what's RTA. Like, there is not a lot of, plays to change things makes them different, because RTA will be RTA. You just go against another opponent, it's live, you pick your heroes, he picks his heroes, and you just try to outmatch him with the heroes you picked, which is great. But again, once you start going against the same players over and over, they're just gonna know what stuff you have, they're gonna know who goes first, who's the fastest, and if you don't change your gear or whatever every single day, or you don't focus on a team every single day, it really becomes boring at one point. Like, I don't know, a few days ago, literally I had 5 or 6 times the same guy over and over, and it's just like come on. So yeah, that's the problem for me. And that the thing is, now, even if I want to go lower in the rank to go against other people, from the moment I'm gonna start winning, I'm gonna finish in the same position, and then I have to go into a game and lose on purpose. But losing on purpose takes me 5 minutes. So right now, if I want to go to silver or be like in a top 100, I literally need to sit here for straight 4 hours and just lose, abandon, and it's just, I don't know, they need to add like a button when you're in the draft to be able to just leave, like just surrender or something. So that's overall my point of view of the RTA. It's great, the matchmaking needs to change, and that's it. But overall, more than happy with the RTA. Everything that I expected, there were no bugs, there was nothing actually to fix there, besides the little things I want them to fix or change. But overall, the product that we asked for was delivered. There is nothing bad about it. RTA is working, there were no lags, there were no crashes, there were no bugs. They gave us RTA, you were able to play RTA. Now, some things that you might enjoy it or not about it, that's on me, on you, etc. But the product as it is great, and we can't argue on that. Now, the other problem was that when the RTA came out, the problem was about the time, like what time could you play or not. So obviously, the time for people in USA, I think, something like that, needs to change. We agree on that. Having to play between midnight, 5 a.m. or noon till 5 when you might be at work, that cannot be. Either they have to add a third time slot and reduce it, so there's like 3 time slots but lower. But I really don't think having RTA 24/7 will work. Me right now, even in the top like 50, when I tag, sometimes I need to wait a minute 30 for those top players to actually match me. So imagine 24/7 when you actually go to RTA at a random time whenever you want, and no one is playing from top 30. I will never match anyone. I won't be able to play because like I have to be lucky in those 24 hours to someone from that top 30 to actually tag. So it really makes sense to have those different times when you can actually tag for RTA. But I think they need to add another slot or make it that the USA people or whatever continent is it, they can also play in reasonable hours and not after midnight or not when they are at work. So yeah, that's topic number one. My feedback from RTA, how I feel about it. Now, the second topic we're gonna discuss, which is basically a lot of people are crying about it, is stall teams. And by stall teams, we are discussing about people playing very tanky teams with supports, etc., etc. People are saying that that's the same problem in Arena. People are just putting 4 tank heroes, etc., etc., and they are reproducing the same in RTA. Me personally, I feel like it's not true at all. The stall team, for me, and I think from an objective point of view, a stall team is not a problem at all in RTA. Because first of all, let's take the basics. Let's speak about how RTA works. First of all, after round 10 or something like that, you're gonna get 0 heals. So even if they have 2 or 3 healers, at one point they will heal 0. So that's number 1. Number 2, you don't have summoner spells. You don't have the lightning from the arena, so even if they can survive 20 rounds, you can still eventually kill them because there will be no heals at one moment. So if they have 0 DPS, but you have some DPS and 1 or 2 supports, eventually you're gonna out damage them and they're gonna lose. But I think the main problem with stall teams and why people are crying about stall teams is just basically they don't have the heroes, they don't have the gear. Someone picks 4 random tanks, they have shit gear so they cannot do any damage to them, and then they are crying that they just can't defeat the champion or they don't know how to draft against it. But it's not a problem that a stall team right now is broken or it's so strong, it's individual issues based off someone's heroes that they have built or have and the gear that they have on them. Never ever, I would say, I had that issue with a stall team. And to be quite honest, in 170 fights, I maybe saw 1 or 2 stall teams. And then mainly I was playing those stall teams, but I still got destroyed by people who knew how to play or people who had the champions or the gear to counter me. So a stall team per se is not a problem. It might be just a problem for certain individuals who don't have the heroes, who don't have the gear. But if you put me right now against a Dark Orak, Metasia, Brushak, and something else, I know what to draft to make sure that I win. Like, that's not a problem. I will not lose from the moment I see 4 tanks in front of me. You don't lose because there's a stall team. You lose because you just can't counter it. And that's a different scenario. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this and a lot of dislikes. But, I mean, we have to address the elephant in the room, let's say it like that. A lot of people were saying, yeah, but it's beta test, you should play whatever you want, you need to test new things. Yes, and if someone doesn't want to do it, like what? You're just gonna tell them don't play stall teams because I don't like it and I don't know how to counter it, so you cannot play it. It's kinda unfair. And also saying, yeah, it's beta test, you should test new things. Well, yeah, it's beta test, you should also test how to counter a stall team since apparently you don't know how to do it. So your arguments when it comes to stall teams in RTA, Arena it's a different scenario, but in RTA stall teams is not a problem. It's your problem. So go there, farm queen, whatever you can, get some heroes, level them up, and you will see very quickly that it's not a problem. We had 8 months waiting for RTA. If you are still not ready, then it's not the game's fault or the persons who is picking tank like champions against you. It's your fault that you're not ready. Now I can understand why a stall team is very difficult to overcome early stages, like I don't know, I guess bronze or silver in RTA. Regardless if you're going against like someone who just started a month ago and you put 460 tanks with agility or whatever, they will never win. We agree. But again, no one said RTA is an early game. RTA is like RTA's end game. Like it's it's even more endgame than Void Tower hard. People who are waiting for RTA and playing right now have like 7 months of farming Queen 14, etc., etc. It's like you can't expect to be good at RTA if you didn't reach the point that we reached, people who are endgame. That point where basically you log in and all you have to do is farm Queen and then log out, log in, farm Queen or Ash or whatever. Those people are ready for RTA. If you are at the stage that you still need to farm glyphs, or you still have heroes that are not 60, or you don't have more than 20, 60 heroes, and don't tell me I am free to play. Don't worry. I played many games when I picked only epic heroes and I still win. So it's not about the heroes per se. So personally, I don't think stall team is a problem or will be ever a problem. Stall team will be only a problem if you don't know how to counter pick or you just don't have the gear. That's how it is in RTA right now. And now the third topic is, how do I feel about RTA? The only thing I'm really scared of, that if they don't change the rewards, and if the match fixing is not changed, I'm really scared that people just gonna get tired of the RTA. Like, we wanted RTA, so we have something for what we can grind, that all the 70, 60 levels that I leveled up, glyphed everyone, skilled up everyone, I have a reason actually to play them. But the problem is, like, if we're gonna get 500 diamonds after the end of the season, it's just not really worth it, let's be honest. Like, I will play from here and there to just have some fun, but I will not grind it. And the problem, like, we need to have a reason to grind and play it every day. So I really hope they're gonna add costumes, some amazing rewards for top 1, and then if you hit legend, etc. Because a lot of people during those last 10 days, they tried RTA, they loved it, and then, slowly and slowly they get like they started losing. They have the stall teams apparently that were destroying them, and they were like, well, fuck it, why should I continue? I'm already silver or gold, and I'm gonna get the 200 diamonds, and that's it. So we really, really need good rewards in the RTA, so we have a reason to actually push it, play it every day, and grind it. Because, like, you can't, like, those 2770 points, regardless of how good you are, he had to play at least 3 hours or 4 hours every single days. Because on top of that, since he's top 1, like, I'm sure sometimes he's waiting like 5 minutes to find the opponent, and if not, it's the same guy who's literally tagging into him over and over. So I don't know how he enjoys it. I just don't, like, I would not be able to achieve what he achieved. But yeah, that's all about RTA from my end. Just to resume, very good product that needs some crucial changes that are really not heavy on development, but they really need to address those, which is match fixing and the rewards. I think that adding also RTA between friends or letting us create tournaments, or just generally speaking, if you can, like, have a duel with your friend lifetime, this will just change everything. All the content creators will be able to make tournaments, stuff like that. We're gonna put life into the game again, but I really, really think it needs to be added. But yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. Let me know, how do you feel? I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of hate, especially people who think a stall team is a problem in RTA right now. But already I can see your comments, but all I'm gonna say is just go farm some gear. But yeah, it was your boy Troll, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow. All the links are in the description. And good luck for your Mondays, guys. Good luck for your Monday. See you. Bye bye.